All right, ladies and gentlemen, guys, we'd like to welcome you to the show. This is your host, DJ Just Jay with Just Noms ENT. I'm here to tell you guys about another story, yet about Cantrell Funeral Home, about another egregious story. So here we go. Parents of a stillborn child have filed a chilling lawsuit against the hospital that lost their son's remains, which were eventually located along with 11 deceased infants found hidden inside of a ceiling compartment at Cantrell Funeral Home in Detroit, which we did a story about that, so you guys make sure and check that story out. So according to Detroit Free Press, Erica and Christopher Henson's son, Ellis, was stillborn at Ascension St. John Hospital in Detroit on January 30th of 2014. The lawsuit states that Erica Henson repeatedly contacted the hospital over the next 3 months to arrange for her son's funeral, but they kept making excuses about where the boy's remains were located. In April 2018, the Henson's family were informed that baby Ellis's remains had been located, misplaced inside a Tupperware-like container at the Cantrell Funeral Home. Since the discovery at Cantrell became public, allegations of improper burials at multiple funeral homes and surrounding areas have been pouring in, reports the Detroit Press and the Soda You Dig, right? So to date, the Michigan Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs, otherwise known as LARA or LARA, has shut down 3 funeral homes involved in the investigation. 2 in Detroit, which is Cantrell Funeral Home and Perry Funeral Home, and a 3rd, which is Charles G. Parks Funeral Home in Petoskey. So to add on to the story, a new lawsuit was filed against Cantrell Funeral Home, claims the remains of a stillborn baby were kept in a plastic container on a desk as a paperweight for months. Jeez. The attorney who filed the lawsuit says this will be an easy case to prove. The owner of the funeral home, of course, denies this ever happened. The new lawsuit is against St. John Hospital and Cantrell Funeral Home, accusing them both of keeping stillborn baby remains in Tupperware containers. Now, according to the lawsuit against the hospital and Cantrell, baby boy Ellis was stillborn January 30th of 2014 at the St. John Hospital. So for months, the hospital gave the family excuses about releasing their deceased infant son for burial. 3 months later, it was discovered the hospital staff had the audacity to put the baby in a Tupperware-like container and lost it. The baby was turned over to Cantrell. Raymond E. Cantrell stored it on his desk for months until the state took possession of the funeral home back in April, which we've already reported. He says, quote, "How could I do business with deceased baby remains on my desk? They'll have to slug it out in court." And I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't think that people working in funeral homes really too much are freaked out by that kind of thing. I think you have to get used to such, dead bodies and spirits, whatever it is that you want to believe. Let me go ahead and show you guys the story real quick, get the fair usage, and we'll go ahead and get out of here. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Startling allegations tonight in a new lawsuit against the old Cantrell Funeral Home. It claims the remains of a stillborn baby were kept in a plastic container on a desk as a paperweight for months. 7 investigator Jim Kurtzner reports the lawsuit also takes aim at the hospital where the baby was born.
This new lawsuit is against St. John Hospital and Cantrell Funeral Home, accusing both of them of keeping stillborn baby remains in a Tupperware container.
It's beyond crazy. It goes beyond all forms of decency.
According to the lawsuit against the hospital and Cantrell, baby boy Ellis was stillborn on January 30th, 2014 at St. John Hospital. For months, the hospital gave excuses about releasing their deceased infant son for burial. 3 months later, it was discovered the hospital staff had the audacity to put the baby in a Tupperware-type container and lost it. The baby was turned over to Cantrell. Raymond E. Cantrell stored it on his desk for months until the state took possession of the funeral home in April. St. John is declining comment, not having seen the lawsuit filed yesterday. The attorney says the Tupperware container was found by the state when it shut down Cantrell in April.
The state has it noted in their records.
He says the state also did not move the decayed remains to another container when they were removed from Cantrell and turned over to another funeral home. He says the mother got the horrific call after the 11 fetuses were found at Cantrell a couple of weeks ago.
It's so serious that she actually quit her job. Emotionally, she can't leave her home. And then when she got the phone call, it was done. It was done. Then when she found out further details of a Tupperware.
We reached Raymond E. Cantrell by phone. He vehemently denies these allegations. In fact, he said, quote, "How could I do business with deceased baby remains on my desk? They'll have to slug it out in court." In downtown, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
Again, guys, this is another continuation of the saga, Funeral Home Foolery, which is in our playlist. You guys make sure and check that out. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to donate, we have links in the description box. Guys, we're going to continue to keep bringing you news. This is your boy DJ Just Jay signing out. What in the world is going on, man? Guys, have a great day. Enjoy your holiday. Be safe. Peace.